obviously is not the day we had hoped for, but I want to thank all of you all for coming out. As Jack said, it's kind of like the Elvis fans. You know, Harley fans are just as passionate about their product and what our community does for the philanthropic efforts that all of you all participate in. I often tell people that Harley-Davidson fans are the most patriotic, the most philanthropic individuals that you'd ever want to meet. And again, one connection to Elvis. But our big connection today was Elvis's love of motorcycles, and we certainly know that he loved Harley-Davidson brand. We want to talk about just a moment about the Street Glide today. I'm a firm believer that if Elvis were here today, he'd be riding a Street Glide. So that's why we chose that motorcycle for this year. If you remember, we were fortunate enough to partner with Elvis Presley Enterprises 2 years ago and built 30 motorcycles in honor of the 30th anniversary. And we had great success with those bikes, and we feel certain we will with these as well. The Street Glide that we're going to show you has some unique, iconic imagery of Elvis, but also is Elvis's wonderful turn in Las Vegas in 1969. So we're excited to show you that imagery in a moment, but I want to let you see two of the people who are behind how we got to this place. We've talked a lot about the bike, but we haven't talked about the guitar. The first person I want to bring out is Brian Eagle. Brian founded St. Blues Guitar here in Memphis, and Brian has a great connection to the American Diabetes Association, and it speaks to his commitment to finding a cure for diabetes, that he has been very generous, not only this year but last year, in supporting this event with wonderful guitars to raise money for the ADA. So, Brian?
Well, I certainly don't want to take up a lot of time because everybody's excited about getting out in this rain, I know, and riding around Memphis. But as we've all said here, we're very excited to be a part of this. The connection for me is personal in that my daughter has diabetes. So anything I can do to help support the cause to end or cure diabetes, we're very much behind. On a professional level, the guitar you're going to see here was designed by a man by the name of Tom Keckler, who does have a connection with Elvis because many years ago, right across the street over here, there was a guitar store called Mike Ladd's Music City, and Tom Keckler was the designer in there. And one day, Vernon did come across the street and say, "Can you make a guitar for my son?" And they did. That guitar, he can be seen playing on Aloha from Hawaii. So we have, I think everybody in Memphis has a connection to Elvis, and certainly from the guitar standpoint, that's part of St. Blues's. But most importantly for us is that this is all about supporting the American Diabetes Association and finding a cure. And we're honored to be a part of that. So thank you, guys.
Thanks, Brian. One of the things, particularly for those of you who live in the Mid-South, but those of you who have been with us for several days have heard this over and over again about the devastating effects of diabetes. As we were informed again last night, 24 million people in the United States suffer from this disease. And it is the #1 public health issue in our community here in Memphis, affecting not only children, but people of every age. And the devastating effects from the loss of limb, the loss of sight, and the loss of life that this disease can cause is why we're all here today and supporting this very worthy cause. The next individual I'd like to introduce is Mitch Omar. Mitch has been a huge partner with me in this endeavor. The imagery that you're going to see on the motorcycle, he's worked very closely with Robert Guy at Elvis Presley Enterprises to come up with this, and it is his design team that has given the Elvis bike its look. So, Mitch, would you like to come up and say a word?
When we were asked to do these bikes 2 years ago, it was an immense amount of pride for me personally because I'm born and raised here. Actually, my brother and my mom, we grew up about 3 blocks around the corner here from Grayson. So this has been very important to me personally, and this year was no exception, maybe even a little more so because of the time of Elvis's life that we wanted to illustrate in this bike. And I was able to go back and do some research and look at a lot of images and just where he was in 1969. And what we wanted to convey with this bike was not only Elvis, but also the connection with Vegas. And it's something that I and my crew we're very proud of, and we're very honored. And I mean that very humbly to be involved with not only Lisa but Graceland as well. And we just appreciate the opportunity, and thank you very much for both of you.
One of the next people that we want to introduce is a man that was very close to Elvis Presley, Joe Biscao. Hung out in this house with Elvis Presley. He flew on the Lisa Marie. He was here, there, and everywhere with Elvis, and even helped him win a Grammy. And Joe Biscao was also in Vegas in 1969, and of course, the year 1969 is the influence of the design of this bike. 40th anniversary of Elvis's triumphant return to live performances in Las Vegas. So that's part of the reason of the look of the bike that you'll see in just a couple of moments. But everybody, please welcome Joe Biscao.
Hey, y'all, thanks. This is a thrill for me because I'm anxious to see this because I was there in '69. Not a lot of you can say you were even around in '69, but we had a great time. '69, of course, everybody remembers that Elvis showed up in Las Vegas and opened on July 31st. Well, the funny thing about it is that the opening was the best part of it. The month before, the whole month of July, we were rehearsing and getting together and putting the show together. And it was so much fun because Elvis was in great shape. He looked great. He was excited about coming back in front of people. It was a great time. So I'm anxious to see what you've done here and commemorating the '69 Las Vegas show. We're excited because in August we're going to do a big show here on August 14th about the '69. We're going to kind of recreate Las Vegas '69. So I'm excited. I'm so happy to be a part of this. Elvis Presley Enterprises is always so good to me, so kind. I'm glad to be here. John and ADA, buddy, great work you're doing. Thank you all for your support. I can't believe, I want to say something to you. If Elvis was here, he had more gear than anybody. I mean, he looked forward to putting on his rain gear, and getting out and showing it off. But I was thinking last night when I was at the party down in Tunica, it was exciting to see all of you. You had your leather on and your vests and your chains and your boots and everything. But Elvis would have one of everything, believe me. And I don't know how he could even ride a bike with all the equipment he would have. But it would be a great thing to see. I'm so glad y'all weathered the storm. It looks like it's going to let up just in time for us to all go for a ride. I hope you have a great, successful, and safe ride. Thank you to Harley-Davidson. Thank you to EPE. Thanks to all of you, especially. Be safe. Be happy. Remember old EP, man. He's up there watching.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you, everybody, for standing out in the rain. Does anybody want to stand in the rain any longer? All right, then Jack and Joe and Lisa get in place, and we're going to go ahead and unveil the bike here in just 1 second. We're going to, if you guys wouldn't mind, help us start the countdown at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the brand new Vegas Elvis Harley-Davidson Street Glide. Of course, great imagery from the year 1969. Woo! What do you guys think?
Beautiful.
Looks good. Limited edition of 5 bikes, so Lisa Rossmeyer Wade's taking orders as we speak. Of course, the guitar comes with it as well, customized to match the bike. Exactly. Special thanks to everybody for coming out this morning. I know it's raining. Hopefully you'll enjoy the ride. And a special thanks to John Carroll as well from the American Diabetes Association.
Hey, John.
He worked several months on this project. We're sorry it rained on your parade this morning, but we're still having fun. We're going to have a great day. So everybody enjoy the ride, and if you're interested in the bike, we'd love to talk to you. Woo!